the biggest thing that we're known for is monetizing Harlem Shake. So all of those videos, we're the ones in the back end making sure that all those videos were tracked and monetized and everybody got paid for them.
See, that's amazing. Hey, what's up, y'all? It's Conscious. Day 3 of A3C, and we've got a very special guest. I like to cover all parts of A3C, especially technologically, because in hip-hop, without technology, it wouldn't have gone really anywhere. It would have just been like rapping on the street corner and then forgotten. So, but now with technology, we can actually have a record of what we're doing, and then other people will be able to check it out. And so I want to be able to, because what you guys are doing is pretty awesome.
Thank
you.
you.
Know, because it's amazing. And it just takes, it gives artists an even better opportunity to be able to do what they want and make a living from it.
Absolutely.
Which is very important.
Definitely.
You know, and so, but introduce yourself before we start getting all metaphysical.
Sure. My name is Martinez. I'm the founder and CEO of INDMUSIC.
Okay, now talk about a little bit what INDMUSIC does.
So INDMUSIC is a global rights administration network and YouTube certified MCN.
Yes.
That's a lot of information,
Yeah.
a lot of words right there.
MCN is multi-channel network.
Multi-channel network, exactly. So what that means is that we do royalty collections on emerging platforms. Emerging platforms being YouTube, SoundCloud, Dailymotion, and a few others that we have rolling out later on. So essentially these are the platforms where there's audience.
Yes.
I think that a lot of young, especially independent and unsigned artists are posting their content, or especially on like SoundCloud, the first place that they go to whenever they have a new song. But traditional distribution companies, whether that's a major or even a bigger company like a TuneCore or Rumblefish, things like that, aren't monetizing the content. So we really focus specifically on that. So it's sort of twofold. One is your specific content, your premium channel content, what you're posting, your original music videos, the tracks you're putting on SoundCloud, even behind the scenes, interviews, things like that, basically. The second part is the back-end system, using YouTube's Content ID system, their fingerprinting system, where we are ingesting high-quality audio, metadata that's associated with that, album artwork, whatever information is available, so that we can find unlicensed, user-generated content that also uses you as an artist, your music, in their video. So that could be an outfit of the day video. It could be if you've got a hot beat and somebody hops on and does their own verse. If somebody is training their dog and puts your song on top of that video, we make sure that you get paid for that. In the traditional music industry, that would be a sync license that would be acquired. Maybe you're a young artist who hasn't signed up with a publishing or a licensing company to secure those deals for you. Or oftentimes, even if you have those deals, they're not monitoring YouTube or these other platforms in a specialized way. I don't think they have
a way, really, like, because the old system is old because they haven't really kept up.
Sure.
You know, so they probably don't even know. They're like, YouTube.
No, I'd say that maybe a couple of years ago that might have been the case. When we started 3 years ago, nobody gave a shit. Everybody looked at YouTube as promotion and marketing. And, you know, thanks to Gangnam Style and Harlem Shake and What the Fox Say, people are definitely realizing there's an opportunity there, both for revenue, to build audience and engagement on that revenue, and also even to chart and to get gold and platinum certifications based on the views that you're getting on YouTube. That's pretty significant.
Yeah,
so we want to make sure that all of that is being taken care of.
Okay. And so now I'm interested in this content ID thing, because that is, so through YouTube you get them the music. I know on YouTube you can use certain tracks.
Yeah.
So is it through that? How do you, and then that's how they get the content ID?
No. So it's there's 3 different types of ingestion. I'm going to get really esoteric here for a second. One, like I said, is sort of you as a content creator or an artist that you are uploading to your channel. We're sort of the anti-Vivo. We believe that you should have control over your channel. You should have control of the look and the feel of the channel when your videos are posted, all of that kind of information.
Because sometimes I'll watch a video of a certain artist, I'm like, yeah, that's awesome. Then the total complete opposite of that artist will start before and just ruins it for me.
Or even just advertised on the page and all of that kind of stuff. Like, you should control what your channel looks like. So that's step one, is how you upload your content to your channel. Second part is the backend, is the Content ID fingerprinting system. So that is actually what we do. We've built technologies that allow us to ingest or upload this content to YouTube's system. This is not a tool that YouTube or even SoundCloud makes available to other parties. For example, on SoundCloud, we're one of only a small handful of parties that's actually monetizing on the platform now.
Nice.
So, and this is how YouTube was in the early days as well. You need to know a party that has a deal with these platforms. So we're a trusted party that's built on top of these.
I'm sure it's probably a pretty lengthy process to be trusted by such a huge.
It's partly it's about scale, it's about trust, it's proving yourself. You know, we have a lot of different tools that we have access to that we've had to fight for, and most people don't know that they even exist, and that's because you don't have need for them. And a lot of people will abuse these technologies because you don't know what they actually entail. That's what we do. We focus on the unidentified, the unexplained, and really making that our niche, making that our expertise. And then to the third part is on YouTube specifically is the new streaming service, which is coming sometime soon, and that's a whole separate process where now they're using a system called DDEX, which is a new technology that's sort of becoming the standard for ingesting high quality audio and metadata.
So they're standardizing it so it'd be a lot easier.
Yes, so this is sort of in the music industry as a whole. It's what iTunes and Spotify use, but now YouTube is using it, SoundCloud is using it, Facebook is using it, all these other people, and so we've had to adapt to that as well. So going back to your comment of the old industry, I don't think that it's not that they're ignoring it or that they're ignorant of it. It's just that they're massive. There's so many different arms of what they're doing, and we focus on just this. They have departments that are 4 people for 200 plus labels. We're 10 people, and this is all that we focus on is just this.
And then, real quick, name some of the things that you guys have done, which is pretty amazing.
So the biggest thing that we're known for is monetizing Harlem Shake. So all of those videos, we're the ones in the back end making sure that all those videos were tracked and monetized and everybody got paid for them.
See, that's amazing. So every time, so now with the Content ID, would they have to get it from a certain place in order for it to be tracked?
Yep, absolutely. So that song had been in our system for almost a year by the time that the video actually took off. It's all about being protected and being prepared for these. So a lot of times we hear, oh, my artist isn't ready, or me as an artist, I don't want to monetize on my content. It's not about that. It's about getting your content in. So it's another form of identification, so that as something does blow up, because you never know, whether it's you pushing it out there or your marketing team or just a fan
or 3 guys in a room that just
want to do a crazy dance to it. Exactly. So it's about being protected. It's about being aware, and I think that especially for young independent artists right now, you have it's about collecting as much revenue as possible.
Definitely.
From as many streams as you possibly can. And then the more you learn, and you have these artists right now that are blowing up on, of course, YouTube, but also Vine and SoundCloud and Instagram and all these other things, and so there are monetization opportunities available, and so you need to be aware of. It's not just you putting your content up. It's about how to be protected on that content as well. As soon as you post it on one platform, it's going to go up everywhere else if you don't post it there.
Because, and like you're saying, because the thing was, it's not penalizing the fans, because the fans are showing support. Because people, like when Napster and things came out, they were suing the fans, which I was like, really? I mean, the person really wants the music, but you're making it difficult for them to get it.
Absolutely.
And then you're going to sue them after that. I think that's kind of like where the downfall was. But where you guys are doing, you're pretty much saying, here's the music. We know you enjoy it.
Yep.
You may have an ad on your video, but it's not your music.
Well, you're also if you're a fan of the artist, this is how you're supporting.
Exactly, you want to support.
Right, and I think that we leave that in the hands of our artists and our labels that we work with. We're the administrators. We're not the owners of the content. Our artists still own all of their own rights. All we're doing is we're following the rules the guidelines that you set for us. So if you're like, look, this new track is coming out, it's premiering on BBC Radio, we don't want it to go live, so we'll make sure that like any rips that come off of that, we'll take those down. But it's all about, like you were kind of saying at the beginning, we need to have that content in order to get it up there. So some of our labels are great, and we'll get things 4 months before they come out. So that's great. So we can listen to albums before they come out, which is always fun for us. But also, it's about just having it in the system so that we can make sure that we're protecting your content.
Yeah,
basically.
definitely. So then, about how long do you need, leeway time as far as?
As much time as possible.
Okay.
So the systems are kind of different in the way that they work. SoundCloud's just getting up and running, so it's a bit of an arduous process. But again, as much time as possible. We can put something up the day of, and you'll still be monetizing and all that kind of stuff. We can push things through. But again, I think that it's better for you as an artist or a label, and it's definitely better for us to make sure we just get it in, make sure everything's
You don't
right.
have to rush because something may get missed or something, and then throw a cog in the whole thing.
Yeah.
Nice. And then, so that's very important for artists because people are always trying to how can I, make a living from this? And this is just residual type of income. So it's something you kind of set and forget.
Royalty collections, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? That is awesome. So while you can focus on doing more things that take your part of your time, you can have this just running in the background.
Well, part of what we do as well is strategy on the channel as well. So like I said, on the front side is you're posting content to your channel, or you have, whether it's a new video, a new album, a new tour, whatever it is, we want to help you think about how you can use the platforms better. As there are definitely tips and tricks and sort of best practices that you can follow to not game the system, but to make sure that your content's appearing first, to optimize the content, right? SEO is a big part of it, search engine optimization. But also, if you're thinking about doing a cool competition or something like that, you want to think about how to best do it. So a great example is that is we also work with Stone's Throw Records out of LA, and they put out a great record earlier this year. Snoop Dogg and Dame Funk, 7 Days of Fun.
That
first album Snoop's done with one producer since Doggy Style. And they did a green screen competition. So
so you're part of that.
So we helped them sort of craft that idea. They came to us and said, this is what we want to do. They want to do it on another platform. And said, look, if we do it on YouTube, we can track and monetize everything that goes up. So the actual green screen video itself is up to 75,000 views, which is pretty great for just green screen footage.
Exactly.
And then they were able to download the song and download the footage and create their own videos. And I think we had somewhere between 150, 200 submissions, which in aggregate came up to about 2.5 million views, something like that. And all of that was tracked and monetized, and so that also means that we get demographics and analytics on all of the audience and where those people are posting from, both the creators that posted it as well as the fans that are watching it. So that's a big thing too about people sharing your music, is that they have an audience that they're bringing to you as well. It's the biggest part of YouTube is collaboration, which I think is something that artists haven't really begun to take advantage of yet. And it's really just like the music industry, right? If there's an artist that you like, you hop on a track with them, right? Or you do the remix of their song, things like that. So it's very similar, but it's thinking about it from a sort of online video perspective.
That's awesome. And then not only that, but you're also gaining insight into how people see your artists and videos, and then you get a crop of new directors. Because you may see something that was awesome. We didn't know that was going to happen. Let's get them on something else.
Or moreover, I think that if you're looking for a brand to sponsor a tour or a video or something like that, or even if you're looking for a deal with a label of any size, you now have information about who your audience is. You can literally go to somebody and say, I have females 13 to 24. I have males 49 to 59, whatever it is.
I don't know what would combine those two, but if you could, that's a lot of money that you made.
Definitely Nicki Minaj. But whatever it is, you have this information you can use at your disposal, and I think that's honestly the next step of the music industry is that as people are beginning to monetize and track their content more and be aware of these opportunities. The next step is how to actually affect this information, how to execute on this information, or come up with great marketing strategies and things like that. So that's one thing I'm really excited about.
Nice, that is awesome, and I'm excited to find out about what's going to happen. So, like I said, this is just going to be kind of like a short one. Just, 'cause I know you have a bunch of panels and things to do.
Running around a little crazy today.
Exactly. Oh, yeah. We've been here since Tuesday. And
Oh,
it's
wow.
nonstop.
Yep.
So you see we have 2 setups. We're just trying to get stuff done.
I hear you.
And the Wi-Fi is horrible here.
And the Wi-Fi sets on
It
the
is bad.
Yeah.
I have 2 laptops right now trying to upload content
Oh my
from
God.
like a couple of days ago.
Oh my God.
It's
You gotta get like a Karma, the little.
Oh, I have Karma.
Oh.
Oh, you know what's cool?
Still not working?
Huh? Oh no, it's awesome. That's what, because I have a Samsung Galaxy camera.
Yeah.
So I'm out here just taking pictures and uploading it to my my website, to Twitter, Instagram, all type of goodness. So that's been working. And what's cool is since there's so many people here, I've had like 5 people jump on. So
And
I got like 500 megabytes more of just walking around. It's amazing. So
That's
yeah,
awesome.
Karma's out. You know about the Karma LTE, the Karma Go?
I didn't know.
Yeah, it's coming out in December.
Awesome.
And they're doing like pre-orders now.
Oh, I
It
guess I
is
gotta look at that.
pretty awesome.
I gotta look at that.
So yeah, so I wish they would have had it for now. That'd been great, but it's Atlanta. They have 4G, so it's cool.
Yeah. I would also recommend T-Mobile.
Okay. I had like a Virgin hotspot thing too one time before. Oh, you mean just in general?
In
as far
general,
as your,
so
okay.
with our, they're great for business.
Yeah.
I don't know how relevant this is to your audience, but I'm always trying to cut costs.
Exactly, we're always trying to help out people here.
What's great is that when you're traveling internationally, unlimited data and texting.
Really?
They also have we have unlimited data everywhere, but also when we turn on, all of our phones can turn on to hotspots as well, and it's up to a good amount of data that we still get to use for free as a hotspot.
That's cool.
Yeah, and their network is pretty decent.
Yeah, and they're getting better all the time.
It's fastest in New York and LA.
Yeah, and that's where business is getting done.
That's where business is getting done.
All right, cool. And so, well, thank you very much.
Yeah, absolutely.
And Brandon, again, how can people reach you on these interwebs?
Yeah, INDMUSICnetwork.com, INDMUSIC network, NETWORK.com. You can even email me directly, Brandon@INDMUSICnetwork.com. We're on Twitter, we're on Facebook, we're on SoundCloud. We're on the
But the most important thing is INDMUSICnetwork.com.
INDMUSIC Network.
Everything else you need is on there.
Everything you need is there.
Damn right. All right. Thank you very much.
Cool.
And see you again, hopefully more in depth on the show so we can find out more about the man behind the whole thing.
Sounds great.
All right. Be easy.